Hi everyone, my name is Sabba Khan. I am the author and artist of this book called The Roles We Play. It's a graphic novel, which means that it's a combination of drawings and writing. And today I'm going to be reading through one of the chapters with you. And what I'll be doing is screen sharing the pages of the book so you can read the drawings whilst I read the text out. So just The Roles We Play. Chapter 14, Other, with a soundtrack by artists Leatherette and their song titled After Dawn. At what point did I become aware that my identity was politicized? Was it on 15th Feb 2003, my first protest, millions of us against the war, all of us ignored? Was it on Tuesday, 11th September 2001, when I was sitting in my philosophy class and I learned new terms and new uses of ancient words? Or perhaps it was the first time I was made to feel different. All these experiences my body would carry, silently I held them close, inadvertently giving them the power to inform key junctures and crossroads of life. One such time was at the end of college, filling in UCAS forms when I had to decide what path my future would take. I had applied for 2 different subjects with 2 different personal statements, Arabic, law. I didn't want to do either of them. I wanted to do fashion, but drawing people is haram, I would tell myself. Why don't you apply for an art foundation? It's 1 year and you can use that year to decide if you want to continue or if you want to go on to other stuff. This makes sense. I set about applying to the same art foundation my friend was aiming for. Apply for prestigious art school here. Tick. I tell my parents, I've spent my life making clothes. I want a better life for you. But I need a lawyer. I tell my A-levels textiles teacher my plans. You're going to apply for that art school. Good luck. We spent the next 6 to 8 weeks preparing our portfolios. One day, my teacher reviews my work. Sabba, you need life drawing in this portfolio. They won't consider you without it. You need to show them your drawing skills. Life drawing, as in drawing naked people. Yes, Sabba, it's called life drawing. But miss, how could I tell her that I barely looked at my own boobs, let alone someone else's? You need it for your portfolio. She walks off, leaving me with the weight of some kind of sick ultimatum. Accusations, questions, assertions linger in the air unspoken, but felt heavily in every fold of my hijab. 2 weeks later, I have signed up to an evening life drawing class. The politicization of my identity, a stick to beat me with. Her words echo in my mind. You're going to apply to that art school. These Western notions of an art education designed to weed out right from the outset those deemed not cultured enough to study it. Am I not cultured enough because I don't draw naked people? I spy a big roll of brown craft paper among the charcoal, the sheets of paper, the easels. Bristling with indignation, I fall prey to the very game played for generations before me. I'm left feeling like I have something to prove. I roll it out and hold my breath. The class begins and she unveils. I try to control my blushes. So overwhelmed by the paradox of my existence, I draw. Engulfed by shame, I draw. I try not to look at her, almost like a mental numbing. I look beyond to the spaces in between. I draw. The bits where the light bounces, where the dark sits, and all the shades of grey cascade. What emerged was the most beautiful form I could capture. I wanted to cry, realizing we are the most complex and considered entity God has made. Capturing it and doing it justice in that brief moment had become my calling. It is the biggest drawing of a person I have done to this day. So big that she could carry my guilt. So magnificent that every time I unrolled her at interviews, they'd gasp. She and I unrolled together, and together we were granted access to occupy those prestigious spaces. She and I, my guilt and I. That's chapter 14. Thank you so much for listening.